Yeah, don't ever ask me to manage your money. It will not end well for you. Well, hey, welcome back to Hobbies with Jose, everybody. Today we have another episode of Outside the Box. And as you can see, we do have quite a few packages to get through. But first, I do want to double check on... The heck? Another 1,000? So this is definitely a cause for celebration, and I will be announcing a new live stream for another model kit build. Hey, there might even be something here that we can use, huh? Spoilers. But for real, thank you, each and every one of you. Thank you very much. We'll be celebrating real soon. All right, but before we get cracking on these boxes, let's check up on that P.O. box, shall we? And you too can send fan mail at 16809 Bellflower Boulevard, number 549, Bellflower, California, 90706. I did pay for 4 months on that thing, so I have to keep it for at least for that long. All right, without further ado though, let's go from smallest to biggest, shall we? So how are we liking these lights, huh? I'm actually getting them ready for my next project. Oh, I am going to be starting on Cosmos pretty soon, and I always like to have the lights kind of match up to the project that I'm doing. I don't know if it's been obvious. I haven't always done that. It could just be my OCD though, who knows? Oh, okay, here we go. So right off the bat, we have our Alita 1 from the Legacy series. And you know what, let's crack her open, shall we? I actually never picked up the Siege version, being just kind of an overall slight remold of RC. Never really dug that. This mold, however, looks pretty good. And of course, as with all new figures, they have all the accessories inside of a little baggie. Don't want to forget that. Yeah, I kind of forgot that the translucent plastic is a thing for Legacy. But overall, the molding looks pretty good. Not bad. I mean, I definitely plan on painting them when I get to the eventual custom, but overall they look pretty good. And of course, she does come with the top of her head for alt mode, which I think looks super silly. I don't know if I'll actually be utilizing it, but I'm glad it's included. I really don't know how they get the backpacks in here. Oh, here we go. Never mind. Never mind. Oh yeah, I like this figure. I like it very much. I do overall like the extra chunkiness of the arms and of the legs. It just helps to differentiate her that much more from RC, which I really do enjoy that. And the backpack doesn't look too bulky overall. I think there's a couple of different ways that you can modify it or have it set onto her back. Not exactly sure, but doesn't look too obstructive. You know what? I will go ahead and transform her real quick. Through the power of editing, shouldn't take too long. Wow, and there we have Alita 1 in her vehicle mode. She really does compact into the car. I do like how the feet convert into exhaust, but they don't really peg into anything. They just kind of sit in place, but they seem a little bit loose. Overall, not too bad though. Okay, I guess you gotta add the top of the head. And that looks silly. I don't think I'll be keeping her like that, but it's an option. It's good that they provide it. Now I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna fill in the little peg hole here. It's a nice G1 homage though. I'm glad it's there, but it's not for me. All right, one down, on to the next one. Oh, yes. I've also been waiting on this guy. Studio Series 86 Ironhide, finally here. And he looks great. Let's crack him open. Oh, it looks so good. You know, I never did pick up the Siege version of Ironhide. Definitely didn't pick him up in Earthrise. I wasn't really buying them back then, and now it's super expensive, but I did buy that black guard version of Earthrise Prime in the hopes of being able to just repaint him into Ironhide. Now I don't think I have to do that. This guy looks absolutely great. I think the proportions at first glance do look a little bit wonky, but man, it looks so good. I love it. A little bit of a backpack. but it's not earth-shattering. Depending on the hinge, I might just be able to leave it off. Who knows? The one thing that I do want to consider when I do the eventual repaint are the side panels on the legs. Hopefully, if I'm able to remove this pin, I can just leave these pieces out and have a more clean leg look. Of course, I'm definitely going to try and keep the transformation though. Speaking of which, let's transform him. Oh boy, that was a transformation. So I think I need to get a little bit of practice with it. But the feet section is absolute genius, the way everything just kind of compacts into them and parts just fold away from the legs. Really good, but some of the parts that are clear, like this top section here, the way it connects to this front section is an absolute nightmare. Absolute nightmare. I may have to grind off a little bit of a section to make it peg in a little bit smoother. But overall, very enjoyable. Yeah, I definitely look forward to the eventual repaint of this guy and adding the much needed yellow stripe onto the van. It needs that little bit of extra color. Overall, I think I like this figure a lot. Oh, and the weapons are included. Dual blasters. And of course, like always, they're full of holes that we'll have to fill in as well. Not a big deal. We'll get them looking hopefully a little bit better. All right, on to the next one. Be this one here. Not sure where this one came from though. That means it's extra special. Oh, yes. So, I like mini hobbies, right? We have our Mandalorian model kit. This is, I believe, I ordered it from Big Bad Toy Store at first, but then I got it off of Amazon instead. Man, it feels like a year ago that I ordered this though. Let's just have a little peek inside. And this is the silver plated version, which is a little bit more expensive, but I think it'll look much closer to what it looks like in the show. Instead of having to paint it myself. Well, the silver parts at least. Yeah, you can definitely see the quality of the silver on the pieces. It's by Bandai, so you know it's a damn good kit. And I am surprised that the helmet comes in, looks like at least 3 different pieces, which is good, but I'm afraid there might be some seam lines. And if it does, I don't know if I'd be able to fix them. Since it is silver plated, I'm sure it's gonna look great though. And being a Bandai kit, you do get your choice of using stickers on the kit. It should also have some water slide decals included. Usually I stay away from the stickers. I prefer the decals if possible. They just look a little better. Now, this is interesting. He actually comes included with a cloth cape. I haven't worked on any model kits that had cloth with them, so I'm not exactly sure how you would work with this, and I don't know how good it would look. Usually I just prefer a nice plastic one since I'm going to leave it in the display case, but we'll have to see what we can do with this. And there's always, of course, a gorgeous instruction manual with some very good photos and references for the figure itself. Very nice. Do appreciate that. Yeah, I really do need to get back and work on an actual model kit, hopefully sometime soon. It may actually end up being a Transformers kit, but still, I gotta work on a model kit. I got to. All right, but that's that. Let's move on to the next one, shall we? Come to Papa. Let's see what we've got here. Ooh. Oh, so continuing with the theme, we have little baby Grogu here. Now, he does come in 2 sizes. He has a 1/4 scale and a 1/12 scale, which is the 1/12 that goes along with the other kits. But the 1/4 is a bigger size. Let's crack this one open too. And as I figured, both sizes are on the same runners. You can see that for the clothing here. Thankfully, no cloth clothing on this guy. It's all plastic. And it looks like he's got a couple of different head sculpts. Different expressions. Not too shabby. More stickers or decals. And of course, there's a little tiny one included. Right in there. And you can see he's got his ears separate on this side too. That's very nice. Yeah, I think the one that I would actually display would be the smaller one, just to have it go along with the Mandalorian, but it's still good that it gives you both options, so otherwise it's going to be just a very little tiny kit. Or at the very least, maybe it should have come included with the Mandalorian. It would have been too much. It would have been too much. Very nice, very nice. And finally, the MOTHERLOAD from Big Bad Toy Store. Ah! Okay. Okay. Thank you for the bubble wrap. I'll pop these later. Oh boy. So, to start, keeping the theme going, we have the Razor Crest for the Mandalorian. What scale is this? Doesn't give a scale other than it's 13 inches long. Does say suitable for custom lighting. That's always good, which I think I might add. I think I was going to purchase the one by Bandai, but it seemed to be a tiny kit, but I'm sure A&T makes great kits too. Pretty good detailing. Yeah, that's not bad at all. You can see all that panel line work. Sadly, this one though is not silver plated, but that's okay. Yeah, they always have these generic dome bases, which they get the job done, but it's kind of plain. More of the body. Here you can make out some internal details like the Mandalorian himself, and it looks like the cockpit chair. Wow, and it does have a tiny Grogu too. That's impressive. I don't know if you can see any of that though. That's little tiny Grogu. We have the Mandalorian, and over on this side, I think that's one of the chairs for the cockpit. You know, painting things at a miniature scale can be kind of excruciating sometimes, but when it looks right, it looks right. All right, well, I have no idea when I'll be working on any of this. I'll just keep adding it to the backlog. Ah, here we go. Ooh, they never sent me a sticker before. Wow. Thank you so much, Big Bad Toy Store. Wish it would be a sponsor though. All right, here we go. Here we have a DNA kit for Slug Studio Series. Slug, right? Well, Slag, but Slug. Oof, oof, oof. Very simple kit, but you get some much needed improvements like the horns of the Triceratops mode. Do kind of wish they were a little bit sharper, but they're not bad. There is a very nice translucent sword. Wow, that is impressive. I'm definitely gonna paint this up though. Very nice. I do like the molded detail on it, but yeah, that's definitely gonna get repainted. No doubt about that. Gotta match the mango look of Grimlock's sword. And you do get a new Daniel figure, which looks fine, I guess. I'm not sure how it pairs up with Spike from the Studio Series line. He doesn't have a mechanic to turn his head though, which is unfortunate, but it's okay. I think I saw a water slide decal third-party kit for Spike to add a face to him. I'm hoping there's one available for Daniel too. I think I would definitely like to add that instead of trying to paint in those details, but overall it's not bad. And we also have the other Studio Series DNA kit. What's this guy's name? Sludge? It's almost like I'm getting ready to do another Dinobot, huh? Yeah, we're getting close. Oh, yes. Oh, this one has a little baggie of stuff. Some peg hole fillers, those are always good. Ooh, another nicely molded sword. Again, clear red. Almost like a pinkish color. Once again, gonna get repainted. But I like the detailing. I like the design. I think this piece is to fill out the bottom of the figure that's kind of hollow. So that's kind of a welcome piece. And there's some very nice blast effects here. Wow. This is nicely molded, nicely colored. I like how it goes into the reddish color up here. I love that. And I like the spiral effect on this one. That looks awesome. And this is a very simple, smaller one here. I like it. Doesn't look like you combine these though. I'm almost wondering if they're meant for different Dinobots. This one does look like the one that's on the box though, with the spiraling effect. I wonder if this one could be more for like a Grimlock. I'll have to check it out. But I like being given these options. Always good. And of course, the best piece are the little googly eyes from the movie. Dude, I absolutely love that this is included. Oh my God, so good. So good. I love this. I love this. All right, but that's not all. We have here Dead End from the Legacy series. We are filling out our Menasor set. Okay, that's not a bad looking figure. I do like the abundance of molded detail that he has. That's just begging for some panel liner. I love that. Of course, he is completely missing anything resembling actual feet, but that's okay. Same as with some of the other Stunticons. There's two weapons that are very much molded the same, but I do like that chromy purple that's on these. Makes them look really good. These don't seem to combine though. I may cut out the extra peg that it has on the sides. I don't know, we'll see. And it makes for a very fine looking car too. I'm glad that he got a stripe painted in. Poor Ironhide. Not too shabby looking though. I think once we have all of them complete, we'll start to consider a custom, right? Hopefully, hopefully. All right, we're almost done here. We also have another model kit from Trumpeter, and not just that, but two kits from Trumpeter. Let's take a quick peek inside. I'm not surprised that Soundwave feels heavier. I think it's got a lot more going on. Now, of course, with these kits, you don't really have to paint them. They do come pre-painted out of the box. And there is some very nice detailing too. This has to be for some of the leg pieces. And these have to be some shoulders and hips and hands. And that's really just about it. This is of course the base that comes with all of them. Oh, I actually didn't notice. You get two head sculpts together in the base. One of them has her visor on. Didn't even realize that. That is a super cool option to have. Very nice. Now, the thing about the Soundwave though, it looks like the head sculpt got changed a little bit for the movie, since those ears are really sticking out quite a bit. I don't know if there's going to be a way that maybe I can modify that, but it looks like they had to design the kit alongside the movie. So these things do happen. Wow, I already recognize some of these parts as belonging to Ravage. So I'm definitely glad he's included. Ooh, nice. Some arms and legs. And a head sculpt with a very chromy visor. Very nice. I do like the very deep royal blue that they used for Soundwave. Very fitting. And there is of course included a nice clear piece for the chest. That looks very cool. And so here is the rest of the helmet for Soundwave. And you can see what I'm talking about with those ears sticking out the sides. Looks a little bit funky. Not sure if I'll be able to fix that, but we may give it a shot. But overall, looks like a very good kit, and I can't wait to build them. In fact, let's go ahead and work on one for our next 1000 celebration, and I'm gonna let you all choose too. So by now, I should have already put up a poll in the community tab with one of these two, and I think I also have Cliffjumper as well. I'll also put the poll up on my Discord and on my social medias too. Feel free to vote everywhere, it doesn't matter. But we'll see which one wins, and we'll schedule a new live stream pretty soon. But that's gonna do it for me today. Thank you all so much for joining me. And I'm sorry that it took me a while to put up a new video. I know that the 2-week break kind of turned into a month, but I kind of came down with something, still getting a little bit better. I don't know if you can hear it in my voice, but I am definitely ready and eager to start on Cosmos real soon. But again, thank you all so much for watching. Feel free to get yourself a nice mug, link is down below. And remember, if you like what you saw, you know what to do. I'll see you real soon, everyone.